A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. I hope you all are at your home, utilizing this time very judicially and utilizing this time very honestly, studying sincerely. Remember, beta, this time will never come again. Okay? It is not the time for enjoyment. Time for enjoyment has long way back gone. Now you have to study. Utilize this time very carefully. Okay? Watch all the videos. I have covered up the polynomials chapter completely in my videos. Now today I'll be starting with chapter number 3 of your class 10 CBSE, that is pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, another very important chapter of your class 10th. So pair of linear equations in two variables. Firstly, we need to understand what is the meaning of the topic of this chapter. Now let me write two equations. For example, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. It can be also written in this form: a1x plus b1y equals to c1 and a2x plus b2y equals to c2. Now understand the concept. Pair means it will be in pair of 2. Means the equations will be in pair of 2. Acha. Linear equation, what do you mean by linear? Linear means, what are the two variables? Two variables here are x and y. X and y here are called as the variables. Variables means which varies. For example, if I keep changing the values of x and y, I will be getting the new equation. So these are called as the x and y are called as the variables. Linear means the x and y should have the highest power 1. If highest power is 2, it will not be linear, it will be quadratic. So linear means the variables should have the highest power as 1 only. Matlab their power should be 1. An equation means there should be equal to. Remember, equal to is very necessary. If I write 2x plus 3y and if I write 2x plus 3y equals to 0, so both are having a different meaning. It is an equation. It is not an equation. It is an expression. Keep that in mind. So for any expression to be qualified as equation, there must be equal to sign. And if equal to sign is not there, it may be a polynomial or it may be an expression. It is not an equation. So there will always be equal to sign in the equations. X and y are called as the variables. What is C1 and C2? C1 and C2 are constants. For example, if I wrote the equation 2x plus 3y equals to 12 and 3x minus 4y equals to 20. So here this 12 and 20, they are called as the constants, classified as either C1 or C2. X and y, as you know, variables. So what are a1, b1, a2, b2? a1, b1, a2, b2 are called as the coefficients. Means coefficient of x in first equation is a1. Coefficient of x in this equation is 2. Coefficient of y in first equation is b1. Coefficient of y here is 3. So I hope you're getting my point. What is the basic funda? What we will do here is we will solve the pair of equations and we'll be getting a solution. Okay, so there are generally I can say there are 4 methods of solving the pair of linear equations. So let me write that. Methods of solving the pair of linear equation. So in all, children, there are 4 methods of solving the pair of linear equation. I am writing them one by one. Remember, one question is short gonna be asked from this chapter. It might be a word problem, it might be on the condition, or it might be a simple question. But short Keep that in mind. The chapter carries a weightage of 5 to 6 marks. So it is very important chapter. Please watch the video completely to get the full concept clarity. Okay, so what we were discussing is methods of solving the pair of linear equation. So there are 4 methods. We will be discussing them one by one in the coming videos. First method is graphical method. First method is graphical method. Second method, my favorite and the most important, elimination method. Third method is substitution method. And last but not the least, fourth method is cross multiplication method. Okay, we will be understanding them one by one very clearly in the upcoming videos. But keep that in mind, though in the exam it is not asked that you have to solve the particular equation by this particular method only. Okay, you can solve the equation whichever method you find it comfortable. But what I would suggest is always use the elimination method, as it is the very good, it is very refined method, and chances of mistakes in elimination method are very less. So I would suggest you that you use the elimination method every time as and when you solve the pair of linear equation. Now, why we are studying graphical method? Because graphical methods gives us deep insight of the nature of the equation. For example, if the two equations are intersecting at one point, for example, just look at it. If suppose I plot the graph, one equation is like this and one equation is like this, then they will be intersecting at one point. That point is called as the solution of this equation. So at what point they are intersecting, that point will be called as the solution of the equation. So graphical method gives us the deep knowledge of what is the actual nature or what is the actual solution of this equation, or either the solution of the equation either exists or not. So that information is being given to us by the graphical method. Now we will see further on. Now if the equations intersect at one point, then we will be calling it as a unique solution. Means there will be only one solution will exist. Okay, another one is if the lines are suppose coincident. Coincident matlab they are overlapping. First line is this, another line if I am plotting, I am exactly overlapping it. So this is called as this solution is called as coincident, means infinite number of solutions exist. And if suppose the lines are parallel in nature, means they are not intersecting at even a single point, and we will say the following equations no solution exists. I hope you are getting the clarity. If they are not intersecting at even a single point, means what we will say, no solution exists. If they are intersecting at exactly one point, we will say that they have a unique solution. And if they are overlapping, means the first line I plot, the second line exactly overlaps it, then we will say it has infinitely many solutions. So that deep concept clarity is given to us by graphical method. I hope things are clear. Graphical method is again very important question. Okay, it is very important method, and let me show you. I'll give you the three equations. We will plot them on the graph and we will see that what kind of nature we are getting. Okay, now just suppose I'm writing the two equations. I'm writing the equations as x plus 3y equals to 6 and 2x minus 3y equals to 12. So these are the two equations. Okay, now we will see what kind of graph we are getting and what is the solution of this equation by graphical method. So for that, first we need the solutions. So x plus, you have also learned it in your class 9th how to find the, only we are interested in two solutions. Remember, 2x minus 3y equals to 12. Okay, so we'll be finding out the solutions and then we'll be plotting them on the graph. I hope things are clear. So x plus 3y equals to 6. Keep that in mind. Always, always, always. Very important thing. Very important concept I'm telling. Always put x equals to 0. First, for put x equals to 0, check what is y. Then put y equals to 0, check what is x. Here also put x equals to 0, check what is y. Then put y equals to 0 and check what is x. I hope things are clear. So in this solution, if I'm putting x equals to 0, so x eliminates. 3y equals to 6, y ki value, y comes out to be 2. If y equals to 0, then x plus 0, 3 into 0 is 0, x plus 0 is x equals to kitna mila? 6. I hope things are clear. So here also, only 2 points are more than enough and sufficient. First put x equals to 0, check the value of y, put y equals to 0, check the value of x. Here also, when x equals to 0, then we get minus 3y equals to 12. Y what we got? Y minus 4. And when y is equals to 0, 2x equals to 12. X what we got? X got as 6. Only 2 solutions are more than enough. I would suggest you don't put the middle solutions such as x equals to 1, then what is the y equals to 1. No need. Just put x equals to 0, check the value of y, put y equals to 0, check the value of x. Now what we'll be doing, we'll be plotting the equations on the graph paper and I'm going to show you that what kind of solution we are getting from that. I have this graph paper. Okay, so just plot it. Okay, the first is, okay, look, I hope you all know how to plot on the graph. When x equals to 0, y is 2. So first point is x0, y2, 0, 2. So 0, 2, it is 0, 2. When x equals to 6, y coming out to be 0. So I am plotting at this point is x is 6 and y is 0. This point is x, 6, 0. Now just draw a line like this. Okay, we have drawn a line. What is the correct convention? Just name the equation. X plus 3y equals to 6. Now coming on to the second line. When x is coming out to be 0, look, when x is coming out to be 0, y is coming out to be minus 4. So just plot 0, minus 4. So where will be 0, minus 4? 0, minus 4 is somewhere here. 0, minus 4. Then 6, 0. X is 6, y is 0. 6, 0 again, this point only. So we'll be joining the two lines, 2 points like this. I hope things are clear. Just write the name, what is the equation of this line? 2x minus 3y. 2x minus 3y equals to 12. So this completes your graph of the given equation. Now look, they are intersecting at only one point and this point is 6, 0. I hope you're getting it. So these equations, it is called as the unique solution and the nature is called as consistent. I'll tell you later on what consistent means. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that since they are intersecting at only one point and that point is 6, 0, so it is called as the unique solution. Unique solution means only one solution exists. So what this 6, 0 signifies? 6, 0 signifies that, so let me write here that solution of above two equations is 6, 0. 6, 0 and it is a unique solution. It is a unique solution. Now what does that signify? 6, 0 is that the 6, 0 will satisfy this equation as well and it will satisfy this equation as well. So 6, 0 is the common solution of both these two equations. So in this chapter what we'll be doing is this only, that we will solve the two equations and we are going to get a common solution, common unique solution which will satisfy both. For example, put 6 here. 6 plus 3 into 0 is 0. 6 plus 0 is 6. 6 equals to 6. Also put 6 here. 6 into 2 is 12 minus 3 into 0 is 0. 12 minus 0. 12 is equals to 12. So I hope you're getting that what is 6 comma 0 signifying and what is unique solution satisfying. Unique solution means it has got exactly one solution. Now we'll be discussing the another example when they are no solution. No solution means lines are parallel in nature. So we're discussing that. Okay. So next, suppose we have the equation as this. Equation is x plus 2y equals to 4 and 2x plus 4y equals to 12. Suppose we have got these two equations. Again we'll do the same thing. We'll plot them one by one on the graph paper and let us see what we get. xy, x0, y to y comes out to be 4, y comes out to be 2. y0, x comes out to be 4. We'll do the same for this as well. 2x plus 4y equals to 12. Okay. Then x, y, when x is 0, 4y equals to 12, y is 3. When y is 0, 2x equals to 12, x comes out to be 6. I hope you're getting. Now I'll try to plot this on the graph and let us check what the graph tells us about the two equation. Firstly, we are plotting the first when x 0, 0, 2, 4, 0, 0, 2 is here. This is our 0, 2. Next point is 4, 0, 4, 0 is here. Just join the two lines and let us see. Okay. I hope things you're getting. Write the name of this line, x plus 2y equals to 4. Okay. Now 2x plus 4y equals to 12 we will be plotting when x0 is y3, that is 0, 3. Mention the point 0, 3 and the next point is 6, 0. Mention the point 6, 0. Okay. Now we'll try to plot the 0, 3 and 6, 0. Look. What is this line? 2x plus 4y equals to 12. So you're seeing it that these two lines are always parallel in nature. Parallel means they will never meet, and when they will never meet means they will never intersect, and when they will never intersect means no common solution exists. So what we will say according to the graph, that no solution exists because lines are parallel. I hope you're getting. So just by exactly looking at the equation we can tell that whether it will have the unique solution or whether it will be having a parallel solution or no solution, or it has infinitely many solutions. I hope things you're clear. You can see once again the graph. Okay, parallel solution, parallel means no solution. Lines are parallel, no solution. Okay, now suppose again quickly let's take an example of infinitely many solution. Infinitely many solution means lines will be coinciding with one another. For example, one of the equation is x plus y equals to 4. Next equation we take 2x plus 2y equals to 8. X plus y equals to 4. 2x plus 2y equals to 8. Again x and y. Okay, x plus y equals to 4 is the first equation, 2x plus 2y equals to 8 is the second equation. When x is equals to 0, y is equals to 4. When y is 0, x is 4. When x is equals to 0, 2y is equals to 8, again y is 4. When y is 0, 2x equals to 8, again x is 4. So you can see that both the equations are having the same solution. If I'll plot them on the graph, for example, first is 0, 4, second is 4, 0, somewhere here. I'm just doing a rough plotting. First line will be like this. Again the second line 0, 4, 4, 0, it will be overlapping. So I would say that every point they are intersecting because they are intersecting, meeting at infinite points. So what I will say that the given equation has infinite many solutions. The given equation has infinite many solutions. I hope you're getting the concept clarity. Very important concept it is. Now there's a table by which just by looking at the equation we can see that whether my equation is having a no solution or it is exactly one solution or unique solution or it is having infinitely many solutions. So I'm drawing that table for you. Table is very important. And what about the nature? I'm discussing the nature as well. Okay, so suppose my two equations are a1x plus b1y equals to c1. It is my first equation. Second equation is a2x plus b2y equals to c2. Okay, table is very important. Now in the first column we will write the condition. In the second column we will write that type of solution. In the third column we will write nature of solution. Very important. Okay, nature of solution. In the fourth column we will basically type of lines. Okay, so if and okay, suppose if these are the two equations and if your a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2, what it means is, suppose 2x plus 3y equals to 12 is your first line and second line is x plus y equals to 4, then they will always be having a unique solution. Type of solution is unique solution. Unique solution means only one solution exists. And what is the nature? Nature is consistent. And what will be the type of lines you will be getting? Type of lines is intersecting. Okay, next condition, for example, discussing the example. Now here a1, what is a1? A1 is the coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x? 2. What is a2? Coefficient of x in next line. What is it? Is 1. So you can see it is not equals to coefficient of y, that is 3 upon coefficient of y is 1. Means 2 by 1 is not equals to 3 by 1. So in such cases you will always get intersecting lines. Consistent. What is the nature? Nature means consistent means at least one solution exists. Means minimum of one solution or more than one solution exists. Nature will always be consistent in nature. If only in case of no solution nature is inconsistent, rest nature will always be consistent. Next condition, it was condition number 1. Condition number 2, if a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 is equals to c1 by c2, then what is the type of solution? We will be getting infinite many solution. Infinite many solution. Since it has infinitely many solutions mean either one or more than that, so nature will always be consistent in nature. And type of lines will always be coincident. Coincident means overlapping lines. Overlapping. Example, first equation is 2x plus y equals to 4. Next equation is 4x plus 2y equals to 8. So you can see here that a1 upon a2, that is 2 by 4, is b1 upon b2, y coefficient is 1, y coefficient is 2, it is same as 4 by 8, c1 by c2. So it also comes out to be 1 by 2 is equals to 1 by 2, it again equals to 1 by 2. So you can see that since all three are equal, so we can say that they will be coincident lines and it has infinite many solutions. Third one is, if condition is A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2 is not equals to C1 by C2. Okay, then type of solution, no solution. Means in such case lines will always be parallel, as we have seen earlier, and nature of solution is inconsistent. What does inconsistent shows us? That since no solution exists, therefore nature is inconsistent. Type of solution is no solution. It is the condition, means coefficient of x and y in both the equations, the ratios are same, but the constant ratio is not same. Let us see the graph which we have plot. You can see here that what is a1 here? A1 here is 2, and what is a2 here is 1, x ka coefficient. What is a2 here, sorry, b1 here is 4, what is b2 here is 2, and you can see it is not equals to c1 is 12 and c2 is 4. So you can see that 2 upon 1 is 2, 4 upon 2 is again 2, is not equals to 12 upon 4, that is 3. Since the condition a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is not equals to c1 upon c2, therefore we got lines are parallel. Parallel means they will be never intersecting. Since they are never intersecting, therefore we will be getting no solution to it. Okay, so this table I would suggest you please copy down it in your copy, draw the notes. Very important table. From this table, damn sure keep that in mind, that one question will always be there, that what is the type of the solution, or if you will be getting the equation, you'll be asking that what type of solution is it, either nature is consistent or not, and what type of lines are that. I hope you're getting. So this was it about all the graphical methods. In the next class I'll be discussing the most important method of this chapter, that is elimination method. Okay, draw proper notes of this and study regularly. Stay indoors. God bless you.